Welcome back, legends, to another episode of Boat Ramp Reviews. Today we're down here at Coffs Harbour, New South Wales. We'll be looking at their boat ramp. Now, there is some major constructions, and I've taken some footage that I'll add in here of the current works. I'll do a little bit of research. I'll put it here on when things are expected to be completed. Who knows, whilst we do our walk around, we might even see the dates on the fencing. There's actually only a couple of vehicles with boat trailers on them here, so it just shows that either one, the conditions aren't that great. Now it is a little bit windy, or two, people just don't like to use this boat ramp. It's quite flash. This one's a little bit different to the other one, so like I said, they've obviously listened to the feedback that's going on, because now we have at this boat ramp 2 points of access, I guess you could say. So 2 ramps of 3 bays. Okay, so you have 6. A little bit tighter, you can run 4 comfortably, but for those more avid and seasoned trailer operators, you can fit 3 down between the 2. At this boat ramp too, you're able to go, you're actually quite harboured. It's really nice to get in and then head straight out offshore. This boat ramp that we're looking at today doesn't service a riverway in particular, not like what we have up in southeast Queensland, where a lot of the ramps are into estuary conditions. The boat ramp here is, like I said, a little bit of a harbour, into the marina, and bang, straight out offshore. Kicking off this one's pretty special. There's actually World War II bunker remains up here on the top of the peninsula, about 200 metres south of the boat ramp. I'll give you a quick look. These are it here, which is pretty cool. I know it's not boat ramp review, but hey, if you can get a little bit of sightseeing in after putting the boat in, and obviously us being ex-army as well, it gives us a little bit of excitement to see this stuff. I don't know if anyone's been trying to have a kip in here, but obviously the local graffiti artists have had a crack. There you go. And not a bad, wouldn't have been a bad view being on picket up here. So we're going to head down to the boat ramp now, have a quick look at the constructions, see where they're at and what stage they're at in building out this boat ramp, and see what you have access to immediately. It would have been nice for this to be done, well, ideally probably as soon as possible, but even done for the school holidays. Look, they've probably still got a week up their sleeve, worst case, so they might be able to pull something off. Now this beach behind me too, you can bring your dog down. So if you take your dog out in the boat, nothing like letting them have a stretch of their legs and a quick dip before you head home. At the moment, the current parking situation with this boat ramp, with it being under construction, you'll see here, this is where everybody with trailers is parking their boats. There is some roadside parking as well, but parallel. So if you've got those, if you're too big for the bays provided and you need a bigger car park, then there is overflow parking, I guess you could say, up here just behind the boat ramp. You travel up here, chuck a U-bolt, and you can park up in here. Even bring your horse from the look of it. Let your horse have a swim if you want. So I'm not sure when these constructions began, because the reviews I read online, but it looks like they're trying to really build out this precinct and give it a bit of a modernisation across the lot. So there's actually quite a lot of land-based fishing spots here as well, where you have the ability to go quite a fair way out. You can fish back into the marina if you wanted to have a flick around the rocks, or you can go on the other side, fish open, maybe go a little bit bigger. See, depends on obviously what gear you've got. Here we are now, just walking into the boat ramp. As I said, you've got 3 bays per ramp, 2 ramps. Plenty of space to tie off to, and you've got a long enough jetty to stay out of the way while people are coming in and out. You do also have quite a large filleting table. Okay, you've got about 6 bays for blokes to go into. Please use the bins. We say it every episode. Use the bins, clean it up. They do get emptied because I just watched the garbo come past and pick it up as well, which is handy, so we know it works. One thing about this boat ramp I've noticed, it's quite narrow. So that's really the only thing downfall, depending on the size of the boat you have. And it's obviously going to require a little bit of patience while people are getting in and out. Almost like it requires a give way sign coming in and out of the marina and heading out into that harbour. Provisions at the moment to get up to the new car park being built. Once again, we'll have a look and see what date this is expected to be completed, because this is quite a nice little spot. Now, it's not a bad spot for the land-based shows as well, but just remember, if you are land-based fishing these sort of boat ramps, just be considerate of the boaties coming in and out. They've got to tie up to get their trailers. So just reel your lines in or cast in a different direction, allow them the ability to get in and out. So you can see she's quite narrow. Now the tide's on its way out at the moment. I don't know what it's like at low tide, but you can see there is a little bit of rock protrusion below that waterline. So just take it easy. Don't be fanging in and out. We want to try and protect these areas. Last thing we want to do is create wake and damage the walls or the jetties. Now that doesn't go for just boaties, jet skiers, okay? Your throttle doesn't need to be on the entire time, okay? You can just gently. Just to reiterate, gently, okay? So we've got a 4 knot speed down here. Another friendly reminder actually, and something that I didn't think about until I rocked up this morning, because I was looking for some spots just to have a bit of a flick off the rocks on. If you are in New South Wales and you're from Queensland, or you're from any other state for that matter, get a bloody fishing license. They're not expensive. Those fishing licenses are what help fund these sort of projects, so that we've got awesome facilities to use. Some would agree with them, some don't agree with them. I'm not here to say they're right or they're wrong. However, this is some of the stuff you get from them. And if you've been to some boat ramps, I'd much rather use these ones. It looks like there's going to be quite a decent size D-rig position for when preparing your boat to come in. So I'm guessing you're going to come in from over there. You can wrap around here and D-rig along there. Now, subject to change, let's be honest, but plenty of trailer parking in location being constructed here. Let's hope we've got, looks like waste. I'm no plumber, but it looks like waste. It'd be nice to have a couple of toilets there. Okay, so there are toilets. Okay, so our boat ramp's just here, toilets just there. Okay, so not far off. Something to consider when you're coming back in, and if you've been offshore with no dunny, there is one right here. In regards to fuel stations and tackle shops, look, you've got your pick, okay? You've got your main ones in town, quite well known as well. Mo Tackle is probably the pick of the bunch. I'll remain non-biased. However, you've also got plenty of fuel stations, so when coming in here, get all your gear from out there. There's nothing actually within the immediate location, however, so ensure you get everything prior to coming in. The only thing you've got here is, will have toilets under construction. Okay, so if you're going to come down this way, there are toilets along the waterfront recreational area, which is probably about 400 meters back that way. So back the direction you drive in on. Sorry, mate. Once the project's complete and construction's done, here's your toilets, okay? Plenty there. Not a bad view if you want to leave the door open. I don't know, that'd be weird. It's a really nice spot actually. Some houses up there, they've got the, well, these days, probably the $1 trillion view. And you've got some park areas here. So if you've got a couple of mates, like my mate Josh, terrible sea legs. So if they're feeling still a bit green around the gills when they get off the boat, you can come here and let them walk it off. Give them an opportunity not to chunder in your car. There's restaurants all along that marina over here. So you have plenty of amenities. Labrador's keen to go to the beach, he's pumped. In relation to this boat ramp, look, give them some time. They've obviously listened to some feedback because this project is quite extensive and they're doing such a big job. It looks to be future-proofing this space. 6 bays to reverse down, ample parking, not only just what they're building in this construction, but also the overflow parking. The amenities of the rock wall, so all the rock walls have footpaths heading down them as well, so you can rock fish as well. It's actually going to be quite a good little angler's attraction for the Coffs Harbour region. Oh, there you go, you got the jetty beach house. So once you've finished your putting your boat up, park her up, obviously don't take spots that aren't there, move off to the overflow if you have to, and head up there to the beach house for a couple of quiet brewskis. So that brings us to the end of this episode. So if you have a boat and you want to get out, jet ski, boat, whatever, you want to head outside, this is a sufficient, more than sufficient boat ramp for you to use. Something to consider when planning your next trip away. Maybe Coffs wasn't on the cards, maybe it is now. Decent boat ramp. Once this project's done, it's going to be probably one of the best in the state. It is flash. That's us for now. We're out. We're going to get out, hopefully have a bit of a flick, maybe a little bit more content. Check out our Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to share this video. Get it out there. Let people know that there is informative, detailed footage of ramps in your area. So let all your boaty mates know, let all your jet ski mates know, and get behind it. Cheers.